In this video, we'll be solving a question on regression. We are asked here to calculate the regression coefficients and obtain the lines of regression for the data. Of course, we have to draw the model. We have to write out the model for this. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel. So, solution. Of course, this is the linear regression model plus b1xi plus our error 10. This is now the regression model. So we are asked to calculate the regression coefficient, which is this and this. So these are the regression coefficients, and obtain the lines of regression for the data. Obtain the lines. Of course, these are xi values. So the next thing to do is first, we'll write out the value for b1 and we'll write out the value for b0. So our b0 our b1 can be written as b1 estimate can be written as n summation of x y minus summation of x summation of y all over n multiplied by summation of x squared minus summation of x all squared. So this is our b1, and our b0, that is our b0 estimate, can be written as y bar, which is y mean, the mean of y, minus b1 estimate x bar, which is x, the mean of x. So the next thing to do, since we have this data, we need to now prepare this data in order for we to compute all of this we have here. So preparing this data, we move over to this side of the board. Of course, we have x, we have y. Now, if we watch out, we see that we have xy here. We also have x squared here. So we put our x squared. Of course, we can also put our y squared, but just for formality, and xy. So we know our line and now impute the values 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have our y values to be 2, 5, 3, 8, and 7. 3, 8, and 7. We have our x squared here. That means the whole of this value. We take the square of all the values that are here. This is our x squared. So we have 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared will give us 9, 4 squared will give us 16, and 5 squared will give us 25. We have y squared here. 2 squared will give us 4, 5 squared will give us 25, 3 squared will give us 9, 8 squared will give us 64, and 7 squared will give us 49. Anyone you're not sure of, you can use the calculator to get it. So you must make sure your calculations are proper, are okay, and accurate, so that it will be easier to compute our b1. So we have xy. Xy means this, the values of this multiplied by the values of this. So the values of y multiplying the values of, sorry, the values of x multiplying the values of y. So we have 1 multiplied by 2, which is 2. 2 multiplied by 5, which is 10. 3 multiplied by 3, which is 9. 4 multiplied by 8, which is 32. And of course, 5 multiplied by 7, which is 35. If you are not sure, you use your calculator, which is 35. The next thing to do is to find the total of all these values gotten. We'll find the total. So the first one we'll do is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is 15. The next one is 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 8 plus 7, which is 25. The next one is 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25, which is 55. The next one is 4 plus 25 plus 9 plus 64 plus 49, 151. And lastly, we have 2 plus 10 plus 9 plus 32 plus 35. We have 88. So this is simply how we can get the total, or how we can compute the data given. Of course, we now know that our summation of x is equal to 15, which is this. Summation of y is equal to 25. We have to write it out. Summation of x squared is equal to 55. Summation of y squared is equal to 151. Summation of xy is equal to 88. Now, what is our n? N is the number of data given, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 columns there. Our n is equal to 5. If we watch out, we have y bar, which is our y mean, which is mean. So y bar, we can write it as, remove here, we say our y bar can be equal to summation of yi value all over n. So our y bar will be equal to, what are summation of yi value? These are the values. We have 25. So we have 25 all over, our n is 5. It then means that our y mean is equal to 5, because 25 into 5 is 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Now, we also have our x bar, which is the mean of x. X bar, which is summation of xi value all over n. So x bar is xi values, which is 15. 15 all over 5. So our x bar is equal to 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. So our y bar is 5, our x bar is 3. The next thing to do is to compute B1. That means the estimate of B1. How do we compute it? We have to clean this. Remember, we have to calculate the regression coefficients. Like I told you, this is the coefficient and this is the coefficient. These are the regression coefficients. So we have to calculate this and also obtain the lines for the regression for the data. So once we socket the values we got for B0 and B1, we'll now write this equation as we have simply obtained the lines for the regression. So the next thing to do, we'll move over to this side of the board. So we'll clean here. Of course, we know how we arrived at this. So we'll clean here to get the values for B1. For more on this topic, you need to subscribe to this channel. All right. So we can simply write our B1 estimate to be so n multiplied by summation of xy minus summation of x multiplied by summation of y all over n summation of x squared minus summation of x all squared. So we'll write this to be n multiplied by n is 5 multiplied by summation of xy. Summation of xy is 88. Summation of xy is 88. 88 minus summation of x is 15. Y summation of y is 25. So we put 15 multiplied by 25 all over n is 5. Summation of x squared. Summation of x squared is 151 minus summation of x all squared. Summation of x all squared. So we have 15 squared, which is 225. Of course, we have 5 multiplied by 88, which is 440, minus 15 multiplied by 25. 15 multiplied by 25. We have 375 all over 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 151. We have 755 minus 225. Of course, our B1 estimate is equal to 440 minus 375. This is 65 all over 755 minus 225, which is 530, is equal to 65 divided by 530. So we have 0.123. So this becomes our value for B1. Also, our B0 estimate is equal to y bar minus B1 estimate multiplied by x bar. So what is our y bar? Initially, we said our y bar is 5. We calculated for it. So our y bar is 5. So we have 5 minus, what is our B1 estimate? B1 estimate is 0.125 multiplied by x bar. What is our x bar? 3 multiplied by 3. So it then means that our B naught is equal to our B naught is 4.625. Of course, just like the question is, or like I said previously, we can write the model now to be, we can write the model to be, of course, this is our B naught 4.625 minus B1, we got 0.123. Sorry, our x bar 0.123 multiplied by our x bar. Our x bar is 3. Our x bar is 3. But from the normal equation, we don't have x bar, so we have xi plus, sorry, plus our error 10. So we have succeeded in calculating the line